I have tested quite some grinders over the past few years. Big ones, small ones, loud ones and expensive ones. And after a while I thought I've seen it all. Most grinders fall into very clear categories. Either they are made for espresso or they are made for pour-over coffee. Either they are designed to live on your counter or they are meant to travel. And usually trying to combine these two things doesn't work too well. And then I came across this. This is the Timemore Millab E01, a compact electric battery-powered coffee grinder that claims to do a lot of things at once. It wants to be a grinder for home use and for travel. It wants to handle espresso and pour-over. It wants to be small, quiet, precise, good-looking, all at once. That's a lot of ambition for one little grinder. So the big question is this really a smart, well-balanced product, or is it another over-engineered coffee gadget that sounds good on paper but isn't worth it in real-life use? I've been using it for a while now, so let's find out together. Opening the box actually tells you a lot about what Timemore and Millab are trying to do here. Inside you get the grinder itself, a cleaning brush, an air blower, an RDT spray bottle, a USB-C charging cable, and a carrying pouch. And that last part is important. The carrying pouch makes it very clear that this grinder is not meant to sit at your home forever. Travel is part of the concept. This isn't a "we added the battery just in case" situation. The accessories are clearly chosen to support both daily home use and portable setups. When I first took the grinder out of the box, my initial reaction was honestly a little bit unexpected, because it didn't scream coffee grinder to me. It felt more like a design object, something you'd expect to see on a minimalist desk or in a very clean kitchen setup. And I don't mean that in a bad way. The design is extremely restrained. It's just a compact cylinder with clean lines and a very subtle branding. It takes up surprisingly little space, and because of that, I ended up placing it in different spots around my apartment. Just anywhere on the kitchen counter, next to my espresso machine, but also next to my desk. And in all of those places, it didn't look wrong in any way. One thing I was a little bit worried about was whether it would feel a little bit too light or plasticky, because compact grinders sometimes do, but this fear disappeared quickly. The body is made from aluminum, stainless steel and ABS, and everything feels solid. The grinder's body weighs just under 1 kilogram, which gives it enough weight to feel stable during use without making it annoying to move around. So visually and physically, this already feels like a serious coffee grinder. Now let's talk about the heart of the grinder, because design only gets you so far. Inside the E01, Timemore uses their patent S2C890 spike-to-cut stainless steel burr set. The idea behind this burr design is that the beans are cracked first and then cut more precisely. This helps reduce fines and creates a more even particle distribution. And yes, that sounds like marketing language, but in practice, it actually makes a difference. The grinder offers up to 60 grind settings, which is honestly quite a lot for a grinder this size. On paper, it covers everything, from Turkish coffee to cold brew. In reality, that means you can comfortably move between espresso, pour-over, French press and immersion brewing without feeling like you're pushing the grinder beyond its limits. This wide adjustment range is one of the reasons why this grinder is an actual all-rounder. The specs are very nice, but what actually matters is the daily workflow. Using the E01 is very straightforward. You weigh your beans, drop them into the grinder and start grinding. The grinder automatically stops once all the beans are processed, so there's no need to hold any buttons or keep watching it. Grind adjustment is done via engraved markings underneath the grinder. This might sound like a small detail, but it makes a huge difference in practice. You always know where you are and you can always return to your preferred setting. The grinder holds up to 50 grams of coffee beans, which is more than enough for most situations. And because the grinder is relatively quiet, it's actually pleasant to use in the early morning. There is no aggressive motor noise and it doesn't shake your counter. It's a grinder that quickly disappears in your routine, which is a very good thing in my opinion. At an espresso grind setting, the grinder can grind 18 grams of coffee beans in around 40 seconds. That feels fast enough to be efficient, but it's not a crazy quick time. One feature I really appreciate is the automatic inversion system. That means that if a bean gets stuck, the grinder automatically reverses direction to clear the blockage. After 3 reverse rotations, it stops completely to protect the burrs. This is one of the features you hopefully never need, but it adds a lot of confidence, especially if you're grinding very light roasted beans. Power comes from two built-in 2500 mAh lithium batteries. On a single charge, you can grind more than 130 doses of 15 grams for Pourover. Charging via USB-C makes everything very convenient, especially if you travel or just want to charge it alongside your other devices. Now let's finally talk about Espresso, because this is where many compact grinders struggle. I adjust the grind size to a fine setting in the Espresso range, weigh my beans and grind directly into the dosing cup that's attached to the bottom of the grinder. The grind quality immediately looks promising, fine, even and not clumpy. I transfer the grounds into my portafilter, distribute, tamp and pull the shot. Dialing in feels very controlled and predictable. Okay guys, I really hope that you could see how amazing this shot looked, and I can't wait to try it. Very good. I've used this grinder for like 2 or 3 months and I'm honestly very impressed. The cool thing is, if you have a cheap espresso machine or your first espresso machine and you're looking for your first external grinder and you buy this one, you won't regret it. There is no real need to upgrade unless you're becoming a coffee nerd. And yes, I have to admit it, that's pretty much what happens to everybody, and that's probably why you're watching this video, because you're a coffee nerd yourself. I'm a coffee nerd myself, so it's not a bad thing. So is this a high-end, ultra-premium espresso grinder? No, definitely not. But it's more than capable of making amazing espresso for home use. It honestly performs far better than I expected it to be. If you occasionally make espresso at home and you need a grinder that's reliable, this absolutely works. Now let's switch to Pourover, because this is where the grinder really feels at home. For Pourover, I adjust the grind size to a medium setting in the Pourover range, I weigh 15 grams of coffee and grind it. The grounds look nice, clean and uniform, with very few fines, exactly what you want for filter coffee. I'm doing a nice and simple free pour method, which is straightforward. The extraction is even and predictable, and the final cup is clean, balanced and clear. This grinder is made for pour-over coffee and it shows in the cup. You get a very clear, a very good, a very pleasant pour-over coffee, better than you would get it in most cafes. I've been using several hand grinders and this feels like a very handy and very good hand grinder, where you don't have to grind yourself. So, after using the E01 for a while, what stands out most is how little friction it adds to the coffee routine. It's easy to use, easy to clean, and it's consistent. It doesn't demand attention, it just works. The low retention helps when switching between different coffees, and the overall experience feels refined rather than technical. The biggest strengths of this grinder are definitely its versatility, the compact design, and the grind quality. I was really impressed of how good it manages to make espresso, and I was amazed by its pour-over coffee. It's really, really good. The downsides are also clear. It's not a high-end espresso grinder. As I said, the results are very good, and if I was served this espresso, I would be more than happy. But I've tried better espresso. That is also clear. It's not for people who want to have a lot of body in their espresso, because that's not what the grinder is made for. It's made to make good espresso and very good pour-over, in my opinion. Another downside would be its price. It's more expensive than your typical hand grinder, but it's also a lot cheaper than most electric grinders. So it just kind of sits in the spot between a hand grinder and an electric grinder. For me, it's a very good electric hand grinder. I hope you know what I mean, because you don't have to grind yourself, but it just feels like it. So in my opinion, it's basically made for people who like to use hand grinders, but that don't like to grind themselves. You just save yourself a lot of time and effort, you pour the coffee in, you get great results, but you don't have the work of hand grinding. So, do I think that the Timemore Millab E01 makes sense? Yes, I think it makes sense, because I feel like the grinder is more than a compromise. It's actually a very good grinder. It's perfect for people who don't have a lot of space in their kitchen, people who like to travel with their grinder, people who like to grind their coffee on the go. I would really like to know what you think about this grinder, because I think it's a really cool product and I'm curious to hear what you think about it. If this review helped you, as always, it would be amazing if you would give it a thumbs up or if you would subscribe to my channel. And as always, see you next time. Bye guys!